Number 6, the ACT has tagged this an integrating essential skills question, but it's really a geometry question and you are trying to get the measurement of an angle. Usually I do not read all of this text because this question mark tells me all I need to know. I need to figure out the measurement of that angle, and what I want to do initially is approximate. And you can see if you just draw a line this way, that would be 90 degrees. So it's going to be a little bit more than 90 degrees. It'll be 90 degrees, which is that, plus that, whatever that is. Well, that looks more like, well, if we were to make another 90 degrees, it looks about like 1/3 of 90 degrees, so about 30 degrees, I would say, I would estimate. So then, in all, it would be 90 plus 30, which is 120 degrees. And so I'd go to my answer choices now that I've approximated, and 104 would be too low, 152 and 146 would be too big. And so I've narrowed it down to 2 answer choices simply by approximating, 118 and 124. Obviously, 118 is a little bit closer to 120 than 124, but at this point, I don't want to just blindly guess. I want to think about this. And one thing you can see is that because we've drawn out this line, which is perpendicular to this line, we see that this angle is the same as this angle. So that's not really 30 degrees, it's 28 degrees. So that would be 90 plus 28, which is 118. So G would be your answer. Now, number 7, this is an algebra question, and it deals with adding polynomial expressions. So what we want to do is go step by step. We want to add those two, because it's asking what is the sum of these two polynomials. The first thing we'll do is add these two together, so that would be 0.1 x squared plus 0.5 x squared. So we're adding the terms with the same variables. And that would be 0.6 x squared. We go to the answer choices, and it's not A, it's not D or E. And we look at B and C. We're left to B and C, and we look at the difference. The difference is 5x and x. The 140s are the same, so we're not going to look at that constant. We're just going to look at the x term. So 3x plus negative 2x. So 3x plus negative 2x will give you 1x, so then B will be your answer. Number 8 is an integrating essential skills question, and it deals with linear equations, so finding linear relationships. Students studying motion observed a cart rolling at a constant rate along a straight line, so constant rate. The table below gives the distance d feet the cart was from a reference point at 1 second intervals from t equals 0 seconds to t equals 5 seconds. The constant rate shows that it's a linear relationship, and we have a bunch of these data points. For t equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we have distance d. What I like to do in these types of questions is not choose this one, but choose a different one. I'll choose this one. Now I'm just going to plug these numbers into the answers to see which one makes sense. For instance, if I look at F, my D is 21 and my T is 2, so that would be 21 equals 2 plus 15. 21 does not equal 17. That is not your answer. 21 equals 3 times 2, which is 6 plus 12. 6 plus 12 is 18. Again, not your answer. 21 equals 3 times 2 plus 15, which is 6 plus 15, which is 21. So that works. We'll keep that. And then 21 equals 15 times 2, which is 30 plus 3. Obviously not. And 21 equals 33 times 2, which would be 66. That is not your answer. So the answer here is H. So what you want to do is pick an ordered pair. So pick a T and D value. In this case, I picked 2 and 21. Don't choose this one because oftentimes that first one, multiple answer choices will work, and so you'll have to just pick another one again. So just pick something in the middle and plug them in and do process of elimination. Number 9. Number 9 is also an integrating essential skills question. It deals with finding percents. Dimitri bought a pair of pants at a discounted price of $30. The original price of the pants was $40. What was the percent of the discount? What was the percent of the discount? What I would do here is back solve. So let's say that it was a 25% discount. So we'll take the original price, which is 40, and we will take off 25%. So now you can do this in two ways. You can do it this way where you're multiplying 25% or 0.25 to the original price and you're subtracting it. 40 times 0.25 is 10. So 40 minus 10 is 30. That is exactly what he paid, and so this is the answer. Now the faster way to do that, instead of subtracting this portion here, is to just multiply 40 by 0.75. So if it's a 25% discount, that means you're only paying for 75% of it. So 40 times the 75% that you're paying for it, and that will give you 30. Number 10, also an integrating essential skills question, and this deals with absolute value. This one's a pretty simple question. You know that this has to be a positive number minus another positive number. This would be 6 minus 7 minus 41 is negative 34. So then it would be a positive 34. So 6 minus 34. We know that that cannot be a positive answer choice. So it's going to be F or G. You can plug this into your calculator, or you can see that, well, whatever this is, it has to be more than negative 34, because 0 minus 34 would be negative 34. But since we're doing 6 minus 34, it's going to be some number greater than that on the number line, right? So if 0 is here, negative 34 is here, then it's going to be somewhere around here. And that would be negative 28, not negative 40, because negative 40 is on the left-hand side of negative 34.